I'm going to call to order the special meeting of the Darien Police Commission, our 2404th. First order of business is acceptance of minutes of January 14th. Motion to approve the minutes.
Motion to approve.
Second. All those in favor? Correspondence, none. So that jumps us to Captain Marin, department activity. Jerry needs to take himself off mute.
He just dropped.
He went
Captain Marin's
away.
having a technical issue. He's trying to get back in.
All right. Should we wait for him?
Maybe give him a sec to see if he can get in. If not, I told him I would read the activity if he can't get back in. Or he can come in here.
Jerry, we see you. We cannot hear you. Chief, can you give, are we allowed to go back? Can we go to COVID-19 update and then go back to Jerry? Or is that?
I move we
Sure.
go out of order.
Yes.
Pardon?
I move we go out of order.
Yeah, okay, second.
Agreed.
Chief,
Well, it's a very short COVID-19 update. Fortunately, we have no COVID positives in the department now. The positivity rate, as you see, if you read the news, is going down again statewide. And the good thing on the agenda for folks in Darien is we're going to be on Monday reopening our civilian fingerprinting system. So we've been getting many requests as to when we were going to start doing that again. Being that most of our staff who wanted it has had at least the first COVID-19 shot. Some of them have already gotten the second shot. The fact that we're COVID-free in the department right now and the transmission rate seems to be going down, at least temporarily, that we're willing to open that back up for service to the public. So that will be starting on Monday.
Chief,
Other than
just
that,
real quick
we're
on the question on that. I know that the sworn end has all been offered. How about the dispatchers and your records clerk and admin staff? Were they offered the shot as well?
The 1A dispatchers are part of the medical response. So yes, they have been, not the civilian staff, not the maintenance staff, but the dispatchers and sworn officers are in that tier.
So not the folks on the left side as you're walking in the lobby, the records folks, any of those?
That's correct.
Okay.
I see Captain Marin is back on, appearing as Jan Lesko. So we can go to the activity report. I believe you can unmute.
you have to unmute unmute. Yeah, there you go.
Are we ready for me?
We are so ready for you.
Okay. This activity reports from the period of January 14th till today. On January 21st, at approximately 9 p.m., a subject shoplifted several items from Walgreens located at 138 Heights Road. After being observed and confronted by employees, the subject fled the store and surrounding area on foot. January 21st, a 47-year-old Darien man was arrested for his role in a domestic violence incident. He was also arrested again the next day for a domestic violence incident that was reported to have happened in early December. On January 23rd, a 43-year-old Darien woman was arrested for her role in a domestic violence incident. January 25th, a 45-year-old Darien man was arrested for his role in a domestic violence incident. On January 27th, a 20-year-old Stanford man was arrested for DWI after the vehicle he was operating crashed into a second vehicle on the Post Road at approximately 1 a.m. It says 9 motor vehicle accidents, 2 of which involved minor injuries. I do know that we've had a couple today too, so I'll add a couple more to that. Minor accidents. We had 1 forced entry burglary of a vehicle in the YMCA parking lot, 1 burglary of an unlocked car, Cherry Lawn Park, 1 burglary of unlocked car at the Country Club at Darien, and 7 overnight burglaries of unlocked cars and driveways. No stolen vehicles in this time period. A couple other notes on the department. Officer Leslie Silva has completed training to be our newest field training officer. Also, our peer support team, which is comprised of 7 Darien officers, has completed training on stress management and resiliency this month. All of our use of force instructors have completed the first block of a 2-part updated training seminar. And also, Officer Bryce Brown has finished training this week to be the department's newest hazardous materials instructor. That's all I have.
Just to follow up a little bit on the motor vehicle burglaries, our detective bureau have identified some suspect in some of these, and they're working very diligently to further those investigations. So we have some good leads on some of these.
Stem the tide and catch some, be good. Okay, no other questions. Were we done with COVID-19? Any other lingering questions, comments?
I think we're as good as we can be right now, and the vaccinations, as a matter of fact, the town of Darien is going to have a vaccination program now at the town hall for the folks that are in our 1A tier, and also the folks that are in the elderly tier. So there's going to be opportunities now in Darien to get the shot. So there's give a little more flexibility to officers that might not have gotten their second shot yet. They can have it in Darien rather than traveling somewhere else. So I think moving forward, you'll see, that program rolling out more and more. But we haven't had that opportunity until now. So as of next week, that's going to be offered to residents of Darien.
Chief, I think that started last week, actually. So last week was our first Tuesday, Wednesday. This week, Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's Tuesday at the Mather Center, Wednesday upstairs at the gym.
Right. And that was for the older folks, but now the ability for the tier at 1A for our employees, we just got notified on that today.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's opening up. So hopefully the light is at the end of the tunnel.
Well, I think there was only 3 cases in Darien today, so we are significantly, I would say, underperforming or overperforming, however you want to phrase it. So things are heading the right direction. Building issues update.
Captain Shredders.
Yes, so far the sewer problem remains good. It seems like the system that they installed is working. We haven't had another incident since that time last year. And as far as the HVAC system, they're still tweaking some things, and actually I'm hoping to get an update next week to see where automated logic is with that. They promised us they'd be out of the building by the end of February. So other than that,
we have the DPW folks in our building now freshening up some paint, especially the high traffic areas and stairwells and the communication center. So that was well received. Hard as it is to believe that paint in some of those areas is 10 years old. So needed some refreshing. So thanks to the DPW for sending their folks over with the paintbrushes and sprucing us up just a little bit.
Excellent. Okay. 7-Eleven project receipt of correspondence. That's what's on here.
We did send over to the Planning and Zoning Commission with a request to forward it to the Zoning Board of Appeals and any other commissioner board they thought appropriate. The Legal Traffic Authority's document concerning the 7-Eleven application. At the P&Z meeting the other night, they did acknowledge that it had been received. The applicant's attorney, the applicant for 7-Eleven, wanted a week's time to review that document, and it will be discussed again, I believe, at the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting next week. So I will be monitoring that week meeting as well, but they are in receipt of our letter.
And
Just to be clear for people, so we reviewed it, we responded to them, which is the process. Is that letter going to be in their minutes from Tuesday night? If people want to see it, do we have it? It will be in our minutes.
Kim, I think it's on their website. Give me a second and I'll make sure, but I'm almost positive it gets posted to their to their website.
And I did have one resident request a copy of it. I did send it to him, and I told him to feel free to proactively send it to his neighbors as well, which I'm sure he's done.
To be fully transparent,
so I'm just
anybody
saying
with
out loud to people. Pardon? Go ahead, Chief. Sorry.
This is full transparency. I mean, the Legal Traffic Authority's document speaks for itself as the Legal Traffic Authority's concerns over this application. Anyone who wants a copy of that can certainly feel free to contact us at the police department, and we can send them a PDF. Not an issue. We could probably post it on our website as well if the commission so chooses.
Well, look, and we'll go back to it when Kevin, it is, I agree, it should be in the record for planning and zoning from, I think it was Tuesday night. So rather
is.
than you sending out lots of
So-
individual copies,
so
let's make
Kim-
sure it's there before we adjourn the meeting.
It's
And
there
then
if you
people-
go. Pete, planning and zoning pending applications. It is article number 89, Darien Legal Traffic Authority Correspondence Report on Proposed 7-Eleven Application 12621. It is up.
Okay. And it will again be attached to our minutes, and we obviously had some concerns. We laid them out in the letter, and so planning and zoning and ZBA and everyone who needs it has it.
Correct.
Anything else on that matter? Okay, new business.
So donation of a framed photograph from Springome Cemetery. Captain Shredders, I believe, has it in his office so we can show the commission. The commission may know that we have kind of adopted through T. Courtney Isaac, one of our officers, over there in the veterans part of the cemetery. We put the flag up and down, and we're also involved with the plantings and just general upkeep and making sure that the veterans are properly honored over there. So the police department has kind of adopted that as one of our pet projects. And in appreciation of that, the Spring Grove Cemetery Association gave us a very nice framed photograph of the flag and some of the gravestones there. I would recommend to the police commission that we certainly accept this donation. Approximate value of this was $100, and we will proudly display this in our department.
It's lovely and certainly a nice gesture, and it's a good project for us, and I'm glad they appreciate it, and it looks great. So I move that we accept the donation of the frame photograph from Spring Grove Cemetery Association.
Second.
Second. Favor, everybody. And a donation.
This kind of overlaps into correspondence, but it's more fitting in the donation section here. Our officers, along with the Norotan Heights Fire Department members, responded to a house on Upper Hollow Tree on January 7th. The caregiver there locked herself out of the home. Unfortunately, she locked herself out of the home without her cell phone as well. So a neighbor called 911. Officers and fire personnel responded there and were able to get into the home where the resident was. In appreciation of the help that we gave to the resident, we received a check in the amount of $500 for the Darien Police Department that I would recommend to the Police Commission we accept and deposit in the Darien Police Department gift fund.
Well, nothing but good things to say about that story. So we need a motion to accept it, or
Yes.
okay. I
Correct.
move that we accept the $500 donation for the police department gift fund from a resident on Hollow Tree.
Second.
All those in favor? Well, it is a special meeting and we can't really add anything to the agenda, and we have come to the end of the agenda. So as promised, not a world record for us, but pretty quick. Thursday, the 25th, 4 o'clock, we tentatively scheduled for our next police commission meeting. We were trying to avoid school vacation week, and the kids are out of school, so it will be the following week. Anything else before we adjourn?
I have nothing further.
Likewise. All right, we will stand adjourned and see everybody back here in February.
Take care, everybody.